let's get going.
Where are we going? let me pack a bag.
Ridiculous. Freaking white dad jokes.
I gotta get my face washed. I can't be going out without bringing my face wash and stuff.
Welcome to episode 27.
90,000 episode 100 of the Living Room Podcast. We made it, guys.
I guess 30 counting the episodes we didn't post. But dang, maybe we should have brought a bottle of champagne. I didn't even think about it.
Damn, it's okay for the first episode on Juneteenth when
for the stream.
I'm a pop open a bottle of black owned champagne, and then we're gonna
some Issa Rae champagne.
Issa champagne, maybe get a little bit of that Mary J. Blige. I don't know. She got some.
Does she have champagne?
She got some kind of liquor or some shit. I don't know.
Anyway, but we're here, and it's also the season finale as well. It's been a year officially.
It's a series finale. Sorry, guys. Never mind.
Yeah, you couldn't even think of an excuse.
I was gonna say something, and then I was like, "Is that insensitive?" Never mind. I want y'all to cancel me, so I was gonna make a joke, but I didn't mean it. Kaila, continue, please.
We're just sitting here in the living room. I guess.
Sorry for slurping in y'all ears. This coffee good.
Oh my god. Anyway, what have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Shit, sucking and fucking. Just goddamn. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. I'm what's the word? A celibate or whatever. But shit, I've been working, working hard, working on this podcast, working at my motherfucking new job that I just got. If you need some insurance, hit me up. I'll sell you a policy. Motherfucking working to maintain this new car that I got. I can't give it away. I just got it. I can't give it back to the people. So, I gotta step on the gas, metaphorically, even though my car is electrical. I mean, it's also gas as well. It's, it's more like 90-10. Like, it's goddamn.
Well, whatever.
But it's enough for me,
Yeah.
But, freaking, I'm stepping on my metaphorical gas because I care about the environment. So I drive on the electric side mostly. But yeah, I've just been working and hanging out, trying to draw some more because, I changed jobs recently. I used to work for an insurance company and now I work for an insurance company. So, it's a real big transition for me, lots of change.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to burp in the mic. Sorry.
But yeah, new car type shit. If you see me riding around, you're like, damn, who's that handsome ass nigga in that white Jeep? Oh my God. It's a nigga like me.
It could be anybody.
Yeah, because my tent's so dark, you don't even know who it is.
Okay.
Could be any fuck. I could be your mama in there.
I could be your mama.
Might be your mama in there, actually. I seen y'all moms on Mother's Day. Some of y'all mamas is fine. They might be in a car with me.
You're not.
In the Jeep getting the beep beep.
You just said you were celibate.
With a duck on the top of her head.
I'm kind of confused.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Sounds like you're confused as well.
No. That was a joke.
The celibacy or the mom?
The mom. Your moms are safe, okay? But some of y'all moms are fine. But they're safe. They're safe.
I'm dead.
Oh my God. Also, I want to say shout out to Kid Cudi, everybody calling him a snitch right now. Oh. But like, I want y'all to understand what actually happened to this guy, right? Because I thought it was just like a car bomb.
I didn't have the Diddy trial on the itinerary.
I know.
It's okay.
But I just want to say, shout out to Kid Cudi. Everybody's like, oh, you're a snitch. I don't want y'all to understand what happened. Because people say, he threw a car bomb. And in my head, I'm thinking, narcos type shit where, there's a bomb under your car. You start the bomb. No, they literally cut a hole in the roof of this man's vehicle and then threw a Molotov cocktail inside the fucking hole they cut, which is absolutely bonkers. First off, why not break the fucking window? Why did you cut a hole in the roof of the car? Yeah. Ridiculous as shit. Somebody cut a hole. How do you even?
That means you had to have like a high powered tool or something.
That was what I was gonna say.
But I don't know. Maybe Porsches have like unbreakable windows or some shit like that. Maybe it's to upgrade.
I don't know what kind of tools you have. What?
And they have those sticks that could shatter windows.
Literally, they got. You can just kind of.
Yeah.
Effortlessly but like I said, smash your window.
Porsches have,
I don't fucking know.
Highly reinforced windows.
You know what kind of insane man you have to be to just bypass the window completely to just say, you know what? I'm going to cut a hole in your fucking roof and put a Molotov in there. This nigga's insane. And y'all are like, oh, okay, cuz this is. First off, you don't know what that's like at all. Okay?
Yeah.
This nigga is throwing have you ever seen a Molotov in real life? Shut the fuck up then. Shut the fuck up.
Have you?
No, but I don't want to. Jesus Christ, they seem terrifying. Like, fucking, you just throw it and then it's a ball of fire. I don't want nothing to do with
gasoline
Diddy,
and a bottle and a rag.
You terrifying. Well, I assume dude just like some high alcohol liquor, like Everclear or some shit, you know?
I thought they used gasoline.
I mean, I don't know. But I know this is really not.
I never made one.
I'm a quote Archer. I used to see Archer making them out of like just regular bottles of liquor.
I don't want my FBI agent to see this and think
that's why I gotta go on deep seek. The Chinese, they're not giving shit to the FBI.
That's fair. We are at odds right now. But yeah.
Shout out deep seek.
Yeah, that's what I used today.
Hell yeah.
But
because ChatGPT uses like water or something for every like query. I don't know if DeepSeek is the same way, but I would like to assume that they don't because they say that DeepSeek is much more efficient than ChatGPT. So maybe.
Well, the Chinese are really smart, so not in a stereotype way.
And there are a bunch of them too. Respectfully,
they're just more advanced than us.
Yeah.
Even though America likes to think we're the more advanced ones, I'm like, I don't think so.
Yeah. Respectfully, I feel like Asia kind of is the mathy people, not even like in a racist way. Like, I just feel like even like not just like, I don't know, China and Japan, even like the Middle East and stuff. I feel like freaking they also are freaking real good. Like,
yeah, I think they just sanction the Middle East
with
a lot.
Mash and shit. Like,
yeah, but this isn't about politics.
I hope I don't sound racist, you guys. That's not what I'm trying to do. I think you know, I don't know. Anyway, I just, we're not the mass
far along
power as we think we are. People in the world. And I feel like, never mind. This like I said, this is not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
this is a celebration. We shouldn't go there.
Absolutely, we're celebrating.
I'm dead.
Champagne showers, baby girl. Play Nokia by Drake. I'm just kidding.
I thought one of them was going to play. I had to look and see.
That's why I didn't say, hey, S word. Because then it definitely
not S word.
Yeah, because that motherfucker's sensitive.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Especially since the update.
Oh, shit. Is it me?
Well, we have went to the movies recently, I guess. Semi-recently. We saw Sinners.
A lot of good movies coming out.
Yeah. Yeah, the summer blockbusters are competing.
It's summer. I mean, that's the best time to drop movies. Niggas is off work and they want to do something.
I never thought about it that way.
Out of school and shit.
Yeah, last day of school was literally yesterday.
I'm sure there are a bunch of teenagers in the movie theaters during the fucking summer.
Yeah. I wonder if they know about the half-price movies.
Oh, I'm sure they do because they don't got no money. So they like, oh shit, movies is half off on Tuesdays. Come on, girl, it's summer anyway. You might as well go on Tuesday with me. $6 movie, you know what I'm saying? We go in the bathroom afterwards. I don't know.
Anyway,
teenagers are.
What did you think of Sinners?
Disgusting. What I think of Sinners?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought Sinners was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I mean, cinematographically, I don't know.
So the cinematography,
visually, it was good to look at. I appreciated that. I like when movies look good, and also. Michael B. Jordan was two people.
Yeah.
How do they do that?
I wonder if he got two paychecks.
I love how, like, in the beginning of the movie, like one of the first scenes with them together are, like, them, like, passing, like, a joint between each other. And I was and I feel like that was, like, a flex of just, like, this is just how good our technology is. I can, with the first scene is me passing a joint to myself. Like, there aren't two of me. It's just one of me.
Because I hear they, like, I think sometimes they have like a stand-in. I've seen it like when Tyler Perry does Medea, and sometimes he has like the bloopers or whatever at the end.
Yeah.
And there was somebody else standing there reading Medea's line.
I mean, that makes sense. Why help with like timing and stuff, you know? Mm-hmm.
So that's what I thought, and they just kind of superimposed it. But what do I know? I'm not a movie buff. Well, I am a movie buff. I don't work in the movies.
You're not a movie critic? I don't fucking know.
I am a movie critic. But
tell Rotten Tomatoes to start giving stuff higher tomato scores, because they be exaggerating.
I can't tell them to do that.
They be exaggerating.
Well, they gave Sinners 100%, so is that an exaggeration?
I'll give it a 97.
It's probably 97 right now. It was just 100 when they
But I mean, Sinners was good. How'd you feel about it?
I liked it.
You liked that? Did you give it 100?
Did I what?
Give it 100.
I think it was pretty close. I liked the history behind it, and I really like that scene where they showed how the blues music is like the grandpappy to every other type of music we listen to now. When they had all those different dancers in the...
Interesting.
Because at first I was like, what the fuck's going on? I was like, there's somebody from freaking Africa right there. What's happening? I didn't really know what was happening until I saw that girl twerking, and I was like, oh, it's like the different, different influences of black music or whatever. And they even had, like, 'cause they had that, I think they were Chinese. Yeah. I don't want to be racist. They were Asian, and they were Chinese. A Chinese dancer. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah. And I like when what's her name, Mary, told Preacher Boy, she's like, boy, if you don't get the fuck out my face. And I was like, oh, it does have a 97 on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's funny. I saw niggas on Twitter talking about how that scene was so hot, because they were like, you got a half white girl calling a black man boy, and I was like, I feel like that's just how niggas talk. Like, it's like, boy, get out my face. Like, that's just how niggas be talking.
I think I like that scene so much because I feel like that's exactly how a 1/8 black woman would act in that situation. That's how Mary was acting in the movie. That's exactly who I thought she was, and I respect that.
No, that's funny.
I was like, flex that 1/8, bitch.
Yeah. Okay. I'm still a little bit of Negro, okay? I got
exactly. That's what it was giving. I was just like,
I got the splash up in there.
But when they're at the damn train station where she saw Stack for the first time in whoever knows how long, and she was like, well, you fucked me so good and put your tongue out my coos. I literally was like, oh.
Yeah. I love how they use the word coos. Like,
I was like, when they said coos, I was thinking about those freaking koozie things that they put on your freaking beer. I was like, oh.
I told you, leave me the fuck alone.
If I had pearls, I would have clutched them because I was not expecting her. I was expecting her to say anything but that. So when she said that, I was like, when he's like, shut up, people are going to hear you. It's like, yeah, you're going to get this man lynched.
Yeah. Like, you look like a Caucasian person. Like,
and then the fact that she was the one that brought the vampire-ness in there, I was like, that's exactly what a fucking white person would do. Exactly. Bringing the bullshit. You think you one of us, and really not.
Alexa, play They Not Like Us. Okay, I had to make sure she didn't actually play it.
I was waiting.
I had to be listening.
For her to say Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar.
Goddamn, Jeff Bezos made them hoes extra sensitive.
But, yeah, I really liked it.
I had defense. Nah,
oh.
No.
I was waiting. I was like,
she let him in. I mean, she did try to leave, but she literally, what's the name? Stack was like, "Hey, leave the crackers alone."
Yeah. But then he told her, "Okay, fine.
I don't want their fucking money." Yeah, cause she pressed the issue, which I mean, I guess they did need money, but like, I don't know. It was nuanced, when Smoke was like, y'all fucking taking all that slave money, and he was like, and
honestly, I probably would have been pissed too, because it's only a token I could use on the plantation. Like, what the fuck am I going to buy from the plantation?
What the fuck am I going to buy from
the plantation? Why are you making your own money? That should be illegal.
That's fucked up. They weren't even paying the fucking slaves money.
I would have given them slaves, I would have given them maybe half.
They said, here's some wood chips that equate to this amount of like, no, what are you're playing with me. Give me some copper or nickel, baby. What are you doing?
I really wish they would have shown more about the Native Americans, but I guess you can only put so much in a movie.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like they had a pivotal role, but they weren't really.
Yeah, I mean, they knew about the fucking vampires. Apparently, they were chasing that motherfucker to begin with.
Yeah.
But I love how, like, he was like, hey, is there a weird guy in there? And they were like, no. And I feel like he knew he was in there. And he was like, all right, have a good day, man.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I got to go before the sun goes down.
Because on the reservation,
he's like,
we going to be good.
Yeah.
We going to be good on the reservation.
Because you're not going to let them in.
You niggas, whew, tough titties, baby girl. Anyway. Have the night you deserve.
Well, they got what they deserved because they were, clan members apparently.
Ate up. And what a plot twist! The goddamn vampire being like, "Whoa!" Like the villain being like, "I'm a villain, but I'm not a racist." Like,
yeah,
please be serious.
We got two racists behind you. Like, okay, girl. But on the other side of the movie spectrum, we saw Hurry Up Tomorrow by The Weeknd, and it had Jenna Ortega and Barry Keoghan. What? They're not like the same genre.
I mean, they're horror movies, both kind of. I don't know.
It was not a horror movie. Well, that was a thriller.
Yeah, I think that was a thriller. Yeah,
that was a thriller. But I think The Weeknd was just trying to get us to his album. I mean, I was gonna get around to it, but I guess like. It just, I don't know. It had potential, but it didn't get there.
I feel like it could have been a good movie, but I feel like the issue is that The Weeknd is like not an actor, and like I don't mean that in the way that he's like a terrible actor. I mean, he's not a good one. Don't get me goddamn wrong. I'm not saying he's a good actor.
He's in the middle.
I'm saying like it's sometimes hard to tell somebody to do a job when you haven't done that job because you don't really know. Like, I don't know what it's like to be the other person. Like, I don't know. I feel like if he would have been an actor first, he'd have been like, damn, maybe it's kind of a dickhead move to make the movie about me, literally. Like, maybe I shouldn't have my name,
Yeah. Or shit, maybe it should have been more autobiographical.
Freaking, I actually heard that it was based off a real life event. I don't know what exactly it was, but Abel said it was based on something that actually happened to him. But I don't know if it went that far. I mean,
well, like some girl broke up with him and he spazzed out.
I honestly don't know but I just said that it's read that it said it was actually a real life event. But I don't know. I just feel like it was really like, I don't know, self-aggrandizing to make a movie about yourself. And first off, you're not a director or an actor, so it was just like, I mean, of course you can be anything you want to be, but I was just like, I don't know. I see, because like when niggas were talking with Idol, I was like, you guys just don't get it.
But at least the Idol had a storyline.
Yeah, I like the Idol, but I feel like this was different. I was like, I see why niggas are like, I don't like this movie, and I'm like, usually I'm gonna defend my man Abel, but today maybe you guys are right. Maybe maybe you guys are right, critics.
I don't know. I feel like the acting in it was good from Barry Keoghan and Jenna Ortega, but it's just like, I feel like it just could have been more fleshed out.
Honestly, it feels like they were the only three in the movie.
They were. They were
the only three people in the movie. The Weeknd, Barry, and Jenna.
Exactly. They were literally the only three people in the movie. Like, I mean, they had other people there sometimes, but like they weren't really saying anything.
Yeah, they were the crowd.
And then it was a lot of like monologues, not like they were having conversations. Yeah. The camera angles kind of sucked because when Barry Keoghan and freaking The Weeknd were talking, and Barry Keoghan's getting all emotional, like, you're my brother, blah blah blah. They didn't show his face once. It was just a Weeknd's face the whole time. And I feel like usually in movies they kind of switch back and forth, or they go to an angle where you can see both their faces. But the music was good, though. The music was good. Jenna Ortega knows how to play crazy.
No, what goddamn got me was that fucking scene at the end where he's just like, she would have set him on fire, and then he just starts singing.
Yeah, and then she's like, you know what? Okay.
But honestly, for me, that scene could have been 2 minutes shorter.
Yes, it was like 3 minutes of him singing.
4 minute scene.
I didn't even know what song he was singing.
It was a new song. It was the because he had showed her like a preview of a song.
Oh, the one from his phone. Yeah. And then the whole thing was like, oh I have this condition and now I can't sing. And then they didn't even really go further into that.
Well, they said it was in his mind.
Yeah.
In his mind.
And then 3 people walked out.
Oh my God! Yes, literally.
The theater was already empty.
By the time we left, it was like 2 other niggas in theater with us. Like,
because I think 2 people walked out in front of us, and there were like 2 people up high or something. It wasn't a lot of us in there, not to begin with, and then
Now, Abel, I love you, but to the guests. To the people watching the episode, usually I don't say don't watch the movie, but just
don't pay for it.
People walked out of the movie that they paid for.
Did not come back.
Like, and it was not like a long time, man. Like, it was maybe like 30 minutes, and niggas were like, no.
Yeah. Shit, those two white boys probably went and snuck into another movie.
Probably, shit. Probably. They're like, nah, let's go watch fucking Found This Nation instead.
Yeah, because we were right there. They could have just scurried on in there.
They said we gonna buy tickets to this movie. Wait 30 minutes so that if you and we by 30 minutes, you're not coming. So I'm going in that seat and I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna pretend I bought this seat. Yeah, especially in the middle of the day. I'm sure there's a bunch of free seats.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we did go pretty early. Well, like early for us, I guess. It's like 6 o'clock. Yeah, because it was 6:45. But they were interesting.
To say the least, it was interesting.
The cinematography was nice. I'll give him that. But yeah, and especially at the beginning, I feel like there wasn't a lot of dialogue either. It's just the weekend and freaking Barry Keoghan freaking partying and I'm Irish. Like,
and I'm the weekend.
Yeah. But yeah. Just wait till it comes out on some streaming freaking platform that you already have.
TBH. Because I still want you guys to support the weekend because that's my man.
Yeah.
But like, I'm sure eventually it'll be on, I don't know.
I think it'll be on Max, or some fucking shit. I don't know. Because I want to say it's a Warner Brothers movie. Yeah. I think it's a Warner Brothers movie.
But yes, out the weekend, Jenna Ortega, Barry Keoghan. This is my first time seeing him in anything.
Dang, we gotta watch Saltburn.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought he was Asian, and then he started talking in that fucking accent, and I was like,
"What the Asian?
Fuck?" Swear to God, thought somebody was Asian, and then he started talking, and I'm like, "Is this like for the TV show? Like, is this?" But then he said that's how he actually talks, and I was like,
"Yeah, he's Irish."
I literally thought he was an Asian guy with the fucking accent. I was like,
"Because Saltburn
that's so interesting.
Takes place in the UK, I believe. So everybody,
Ireland is like right there,
and it had what's his face from Euphoria in it, Jacob Elordi, aka what's his name,
tall ass nigga,
Nate Jacobs. Oh, that's funny. His first name is Jacob, but his last name in Euphoria is Jacobs.
Type shit.
But anyway.
Wow.
Oh my God.
This nigga thinks she's me. No, it's actually crazy.
You think you're me.
Literally crazy. But anyway. Doom. Movies are cool, One day I want to design a movie, It's going to be a cool movie. I don't know what it's going to be about, but it's going to be like one of those horror movies where they have titties out because, I like titties. It's going to be a designer movie. Speaking of designer shit, we got a segment that's, sometimes called designer shit. Designer shit. We talk about designer shit, because that shit is expensive and it's also designer. And it's also designer shit. I'll let you go first today. What's the first item on your list of
What the hell? You said I was guessing first.
Oh shit. I meant that backwards. But that's okay. I'll go first. It's my fault.
Well, I'll go first. I don't care.
Yeah, that's what I meant, but I guess I said it wrong. But
what
yeah.
The fuck?
I meant you go first, but I meant you
yeah. I have this Louis Vuitton bracelet.
Louis Vuitton?
My true crime show strategically covered the price.
True crime show, yeah, because you can't screenshot a TV show. It's gonna black out because you didn't pay for screenshot access.
Do you pay for that?
No, you can't. That is $400. No, it's $675.
No, that is
$825.
Too low. Way too low.
Way too low. 1,420.
It's still low.
Wow.
It is $7,000.
No fucking way.
Yep.
That's probably not even real. Oh wait, it says diamonds in there.
Yeah.
Well, I can't see the title. It just says.
Well, I'm sorry.
And diamonds. But I guess and diamonds is enough to goddamn, Was it rose gold? I don't know. What metal is that? I can't tell.
I'm sorry.
I can't tell. But nah, I mean, I should have assumed because Louis Vuitton has expensive ass shit. Like that pool table was like what $100K or some shit. I mean,
almost, yeah.
The Louis Vuitton shit is expensive.
It is pink gold.
Okay.
2 diamonds.
Rose gold.
Yeah.
Like rose quartz. Shout out rose quartz.
Yep.
And 2 diamonds.
$7,000.
That's some money right there.
All right.
One day I'll be like, that's it? Only $7,000? Go ahead.
It's like, okay.
When I'm on my boat, popping champagne. That costs that much money. They be like, $7,000? This champagne costs $7,000. Go ahead and buy that bracelet.
I'm weak. Oh my gosh. The website's acting up now.
You save it to your phone?
Yeah, but I saved the covered up ones too. Well, the next one is... But now my phone's acting like you don't want to load. Not my phone. This is an iPad. Sorry.
Yeah. Steve Jobs said, get a new one, motherfucker. He said,
I just got this.
You didn't just get that.
Like a year ago.
Oh, okay. I guess that's...
Or was it 2?
I feel like... Did you get yours after I got mine?
Yeah. I think it's been almost 2. But anyway, that's not the point.
It's shit dying too.
Yeah, my shit is not loading.
I could tell because in the screenshot, it was at 22%. So it's probably loading that now.
I'm at 11. No, it won't load the pictures on the website.
It's dying.
Is that like a...
It's like, please. I need battery. And you're trying to do more stuff. Somebody care about my life.
Oh, please. Don't be dramatic. All right, got it. We're back in business. All right, the next one is the tumbler necklace. It is white gold and diamonds.
WG&D, white gold and diamond tumbler necklace.
White gold, 233 diamonds. It is 40 centimeters.
It's a good necklace. Throw some good neck in that necklace. Wow. Sorry, I didn't mean that. This is a PG podcast, you guys.
Is it? You're just talking about doing a horror movie and showing titties. That's not PG.
I was talking about it, okay?
That's not
I
PG.
didn't do it. Well, the movie's not PG, you know?
Anyway.
Also, why watch a horror movie if you're fucking a child? You shouldn't watch horror movies.
You're watching horror movies as a child.
Yeah, and that's why I'm
But that's not why we're adult.
Here. Yeah. Anyway, I think this necklace is $11,000.
That's too low.
Wow. I should just look like $11,000. $20,070.
It's way too low.
What? You said it's made of white gold and diamonds?
That's 233 diamonds.
233 diamonds. So it's at least $23,000.
It's almost as much as the pool table.
Oh, no way. That shit is not $98,000.
Yes. It's $97,500.
Wow, I was almost exactly right. I mean, it took me a couple guesses, but $97.50?
Yeah.
How many diamonds? Are they clear?
233 diamonds.
The BBSs?
It didn't say.
So I need my very, very clear diamonds.
It did not say. It just said it has
Louis Vuitton.
233 diamonds. They're 2 carats a piece, I think.
Louis Vuitton. Hey Siri, how much does a 2-carat diamond cost? Here's an answer. Between $7,000 and $60,000.
Maybe they mean 2 carats overall. I don't know. But anyway, the next one is the Louis Vuitton Horizon light up speaker.
Louis Vuitton.
They're the cousin of those earbuds.
I thought that was a fucking bottle of cologne or some shit. It's a speaker. It's a speaker. That's bonky wonkies. That shit like a fucking a space saucer or some shit. Like,
yeah.
You pull up to the function with that UFO ass speaker, and they're gonna be like, "Oh shit, that shit sound good too." Like I know it sounds good. It's Louis Vuitton.
Somebody gonna steal it.
Louis Vuitton. I mean, if you bring it to the function, like yeah, somebody probably gonna maybe don't bring your fucking Louis Vuitton speaker to the function.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Fair. There's something you have at home, you know. Mm-hmm. Take a picture with it in the background. They be like, is that a Louis Vuitton speaker? Like, oh, I forgot it was a picture. Yeah. Type shit.
But yes, how much do you think it is?
Probably like $3,000.
Okay, yeah, $3,600.
Okay.
And then the fact they were carrying it like this, I was like, wow, that really
like a fucking flying saucer.
Yeah. But that concludes my designer shit.
Woo! That's some clapping and canned laughter in the background. I was watching Seinfeld today. They don't do canned laugh like that anymore.
No, they really don't.
But they say
still do that on House of Pain.
It's not good anymore. They say that people are over it.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. But anyway.
Boom, 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 boom. Sorry.
Yeah. Let's get to it.
Dance.
I'm hungry.
My name Kaila. I'm hungry.
Wow.
You don't even know what you're gonna eat for dinner.
Yeah, I don't. But
yeah.
Anyway.
Any fucking way. I got some shit too because I also know about designer shit. So I have my first item is specifically a mini golf bag from Jimmy Choo because sometimes you gotta motherfucking carry your golf clubs around.
Okay.
I play golf now. I don't know if you guys know. I'm a golfer now. I've been on top of golf once, but you know, I'm a golfer.
Oh my God. I'll say $2,000.
$2,000? I mean, maybe if you were a broke golfer, you would pay $2,000 for a mini bag, but you know.
Was it higher than that?
Yeah, it's a little bit higher than that.
$5,000.
A little bit lower than that, you know.
$4,000?
But you know, it's $31.50. So 2,000 isn't like super off, but it's also not, you know, the correct number. But $31.50, yeah, that's, you know, that's how much it is if you want to carry your golf bags in a Jimmy Choo golf bag. Okay. I actually freaking never even thought about them as a designer brand, and then
that's why I just didn't know, like.
Yeah, in my head I was just like, you know what, fuck it.
I guess they are.
Let's see what Jimmy Choo. I mean, they're charging $3,000 for a golf bag, but also I have no idea how much a regular golf bag costs because I feel like golf clubs in general are expensive. Like, fucking look at how much fucking it costs to get into a golf club. Like, them hoes are like, you gotta pay like $10K to get into fucking them shits. Like, it's probably cost $1 million fucking dollars to get into the Masters Golf Club.
I think it's like $50,000 or something.
Whatever.
I don't think I looked it up.
A lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
But 3.15 if you want a Jimmy Choo freaking golf bag. Now we're talking about book bags. It's just, you know, literally it's just the book bag and it says Jimmy Choo on it. It's black, which is a cool color. You know. Actually, it says Jimmy Choo London, which is, you know, very cool. And actually, that's it. You're literally $5 off. It's it's $11.95. So you're $5 off. But hey, if you want to buy a book bag, you know, it's black and it says Jimmy Choo on it and London, because, you know, shout out London, I guess, even though they like invented colonialism, fucking You can get one for 1.2K pretty much.
Wow.
Which honestly, I guess it's cool. I like book bags, but this, I don't know. I'm a minimalist kind of guy, but I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it's not a Jimmy Choo fan like that, so it just,
Yeah. Like, I don't think I've ever seen people wearing Jimmy Choo.
Yeah.
Maybe I've heard them talk about their perfumes.
And their shoes. I feel like I hear a lot about Jimmy Choo shoes, but I've never seen anybody with a Jimmy Choo book bag. But if I saw one, I'd be like, oh, you got money, because, Jimmy Choo clearly, like, that's not a $10 bag. Like, you didn't buy that on clearance at Target. Not that there's anything wrong with Target clearance bags, but that obviously is not a Target clearance bag. You pay money for that bag. That's like seeing somebody with fucking a bag that says the tote on it. Y'all, okay, you got the tote on it. So I know you spent a bag on that bag, because it's the baggy bag.
Oh, a bag on that bag. That's funny.
But yeah, next we have these Jimmy Choo sunglasses, because it's fucking summer now. I mean, it's spring, but goddamn, it feel like summer if you live in goddamn Georgia. It's hot as fuck out there, and you definitely need you a pair of sunglasses. So Jimmy Choo got you if you got the bags for it. How much do you think this Jimmy Choo pair of sunglasses costs?
$500.
$500 for the Jimmy Choo sunglasses. That would be cool. Unfortunately, fortunately, it's a little bit lower than that. Jimmy was looking out for the small guy when they
$350.
We were $16 off. It's $366. That's how much these Jimmy Choo sunglasses cost.
And the prices of the other ones are right there.
Damn. I feel like in the other ones I kind of like erased that a little bit, but damn, they literally.
But they were all different prices, so I wasn't sure.
They are all different prices.
I was like, it has to be between $300 and $500.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Damn, I didn't see that in there. No, that speaker was looking wild. That shit like a flying saucer for real.
It did.
I don't want to like have it at the function, but like have it like hang from the ceiling, but also like I don't want my fucking. How much you said it was? Friggin'
$3,600.
$3,000 fucking speaker hanging from the ceiling. Because if that bitch fall and break, I'm gonna be so upset. I'm gonna have a really bad time.
You gotta put it in a glass case.
It's not gonna be no. My bad. I'm sorry. I dropped it. Like, no, give me $39,000 right now.
Then they're gonna be like, "Well, if it's that expensive, you shouldn't have it out here."
Well, I hope you can afford the medical bill after I beat your ass for goddamn breaking my fucking, excuse me, my expensive ass speaker. But if I could afford that speaker, I probably wouldn't really care. It's like, oh, I can spend $3.5K on a speaker. What the fuck? Yeah, because you can't be just coming and fucking up my shit. This is a nice place. What do you mean? Like, you shouldn't have had it out. Maybe you shouldn't be around place where you don't know how to fucking act. I've been to a museum, bitch. Everything in there is expensive as shit. But shouldn't have had it out. Maybe you should learn how to respect other people's things. How about that? But
we've got a new segment,
A Sue-negment.
Okay. I actually saw it on TikTok, so thanks TikTok. And
shout out TikTok.
It is, if you were a Nepo.
I love you, China.
If you were a Nepo baby, who would you want your two parents to be?
Okay. Yeah.
As soon as I did that, I was like, damn it.
But I love bad bitches too. Gorilla? I don't know what's going on with you and Meg right now, but
Yeah. I didn't even look into that, so I don't even care.
All I gotta say is,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But anyway, who would your parents be?
I didn't look up an exact person, but I want to be one of those goddamn rich ass oil Saudi families where goddamn they just got fucking monies on monies because goddamn they fucking have oil, and oil is expensive as hell. So if you one of them oil, like, it's like, people like, oh goddamn, Angelina Jolie or goddamn some shit, like, that's cool. I'm sure they got money, but they don't got them goddamn oil money. Wealth. Oil money is a whole different kind. They be having fucking tigers as pets just walking around and shit, and they don't even be getting hurt. You know how much money you gotta have to have a pet tiger respect you? It's like, whoa, that's big boss man. I can't. Not at him. He got too much money for that. That's what I want. I want my parents to be some goddamn rich ass fucking Arab niggas with oil money. I don't know their names. Sorry. But I know y'all got money. Adopt a nigga like me.
Oh my God.
Egypt sounds cool. Wherever you guys live, I be seeing y'all.
They live in the Middle
Jeeps.
East.
Wherever they be at, riding Jeeps and fucking sand buggies.
Like Abu Dhabi stuff.
Motherfuckers in Dubai and shit, man. Fuck with me. Them niggas, they got money. Not no, I don't want to be. Oh, I want to be Oprah's. No, give me some fucking Prince in fucking Abu Dhabi or some shit. You know, they got munskies. Well, that's who I'd want to be a Nepo baby for. Some fucking Prince in Dubai or somewhere else in the Middle East. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I would pick Beyonce and Lady Gaga.
They're both your parents, like a lesbian couple?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, it's a fantasy world.
Yeah.
Why not? It's a fantasy world.
Have the best of both worlds, you know. I think, and then Beyonce would, put me on, she's putting Blue Ivy on stage and stuff,
You'd be a dancer.
Yeah, she has an entrepreneurial spirit, so,
Absolutely.
Actually, both of them do,
Both of them.
Beyonce has her hair care line. Freaking Lady Gaga has her makeup.
Yeah, I don't know why I said Jay-Z here.
Yeah, Jay-Z's not in
Lady
the
Gaga
picture.
has makeup?
Yeah, house labs.
Okay. I
haven't tried it yet, though. It's on the higher end.
I honestly don't know anything about Lady Gaga's outside of like music, you know? I mean, I only know Beyonce is her Sir Davis, and she had like Ivy Park or something, or
yeah, I don't even know what they're doing with Ivy Park.
House of Adidas, something else too.
They don't have that deal with Adidas anymore, so I don't know what they're doing.
House of Darion,
yeah, that was a while ago, I think. Yeah,
a flop.
And she has a hair care line.
Sorry, Sacred. Queen. Sacred? That's Beyonce's?
Yeah,
I've been seeing advertisements for that literally everywhere.
Sacred, Beyonce.
Wow, I literally haven't seen ads for Sacred. Every fucking where.
Yeah, that's Beyonce's hair.
But they'll ever say Beyonce.
I mean, guess that's the point.
They're just like, oh,
she shows up on their page every now and then.
If you're not using this new Sacred, it's not, your hair is not being loved for, blah blah blah. They really, I've been seeing, and I don't ever look at fucking healthcare shit. Not healthcare. I don't look at fucking hair. I don't look up hair care shit. But I literally see so many ads for Sacred.
Yeah, but yeah, I bought some. It's I think it was pretty good.
Probably your data that's making me get Sacred ads on my damn TikTok.
Maybe.
But shit, you said you were getting ads for generator, so goddamn, same thing.
Yeah.
Cause I'm getting me a generator. I'm not being caught lacking this hurricane season.
Yeah, I heard this hurricane season is supposed to be more unpredictable than the last, and the last was pretty unpredictable.
Not getting caught lacking this hurricane season, baby. Shit, what's next?
You ain't got the outline?
Podcast moment. That's me?
Yes.
Okay. Right.
Oh my God.
All right, yeah. All right. Ooh. Man, being a Nepo baby would be cool, But instead, I'm here working for my goddamn money every day on the podcast for you guys, for us. The universe, because the universe needs a podcast like Living Room Podcast to give y'all the energy that we're giving y'all. But any goddamn way, we've been in for a goddamn long time. It's been a year, like holy shit.
Really over a year, because I think we started recording before we actually.
TBH, yeah. So it's been longer than a year.
I think we started in like April.
You guys have been episodes for a year. We've been doing this for longer than a year, but you guys have been included for a year. So shout out y'all, and a little woo. To you guys. We're gonna talk about some of our favorite moments from the podcast, because there's been a year's worth of goddamn moments. Like, you know how much life happens in a year?
A lot
of it, man. What's some of your favorite moments from the podcast?
I think Doug's episode is one of my favorites.
That was a good one.
Yeah, Dougie Doug. And Wade.
Struggle Foods,
Yeah, that was the first time doing the Struggle Foods segment. Yeah. I was just watching one of those clips the other day. It's funny.
Why do you like it so much?
But I don't know. I think it was the first episode I kind of like took the lead on, So I was like, I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah. It's cool. So we
I remember it being fun. So I liked Jaquan's episode too. That was cool.
Yeah, Jaquan's a cool dude. Shout out Jaquan. and Doug and Wade.
Yeah. I like Bree's episode too.
One of the early originals.
I think that was like the first. She was the first guest.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So I think she was like episode 2. Yeah. When we did the freaking lesbian game.
Let's be honest, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's a better kisser, studs or fans?
Yeah.
Who has the fattest asses?
Studs.
Now you guys know them studs be having them boing under them goddamn baggy ass jeans. It's 2 sets of cakes.
2 sets of cakes. What about you?
Shit, honestly, I mean there has been a lot of super funny moments, but I think Sandy's episode, which is also one of the early ones, was I don't know. It was just freaking. She's a nut and a half. Like, oh my God, from talking about when she said that they were climbing the building or something, and then they saw the crackhead friggin' ODing or some stuff, and they grabbed her water to friggin' give to the crackhead, and then they oh
my God. Sorry.
Oh man,
it's dying anyway.
Where they were scaling on the building and they saw the crackhead and stuff, and then when they went inside the building and then the alarm went off and they had to friggin' run, and it was just like,
it was a lot.
What are you doing in your life? Why are you in these situations? Freaking
having fun.
Yeah. But I was like, no, you're so. And then freaking even like from the beginning, where she was freaking like roasting me when I was like, well, would you rather fly or go underwater? And she was like, I don't want either of those. And I was just like, well, goddamn it, I'm trying my hardest, and this is the first.
I feel like we didn't even do that segment after that.
Yeah. Because I felt like I don't know. I felt like that was a learning experience. It was like, you know, like we also like I don't know. We should personalize stuff a little more than just like, you know. How would you want to do this or you want to do this? Like, I don't know. But I don't know. I thought that was funny because we goddamn her fucking being bullied for her eyebrows and then goddamn like, come on. That's crazy. And then like, I was just hanging out with you. And then I go on Facebook and someone was like, hey, somebody is talking shit about your eyebrows. And I'm like, bro. And that's so specific. Like, why is there an eyebrow shaming group on Facebook?
Yeah. I was like,
that's so weird. Incredibly specific.
Yeah.
Like, and then she said, "You got that's like black on her fucking face." Like,
I think people know what their eyebrows look like. I think they know what pictures they take of themselves.
Man, but no, Sandy is a goddamn nut. And then, oh my God, she was saying that when they were in West Virginia, and I guess her and the other girl were dating the same guy, and they went.
Oh, and they went to that festival.
The festival. No, when they went to the fucking black club with freaking the three of them together, and I was like, freaking. Why are you going to the club with goddamn your man's and your man's other girl all together? Like that's so funny though. And then the fucking festival where goddamn man, Sandy, shout out you. That was and also that was like I feel like one of the first episodes that got really popular. And it was just like, wow, this feels nice. People are like liking our stuff a bunch. Like shout out to you. You know, that was the first episode that really, got a bunch of views. And then we had episodes now that have views and stuff. Now we have much more popular clips and stuff. And that was the first time I was like, we can do this. Like, oh my God. Like, we're not getting like 12 views on our TikToks. Like, this has like 100 likes on TikTok. Like, people are fucking with us. Like,
what else?
That's cool. Oh my God, Mariana episode where goddamn where she was talking about the bullying that TV show.
I have to make that a clip. It's just so long. I don't know how to cut it up.
You paid somebody's mom to abandon them.
Yeah, like that's bonkers. Diabolical.
That's. As a hater, I gotta respect it because, like, oh my God, I couldn't even think of something that diabolical.
Yeah,
personally.
That means you have too much money.
You got too much evil in your soul.
Too much free time.
Because literally, I would never.
Because it's like, what kind of money would make you leave your kid unless you just already wasn't really fucking with your kid and you're like, okay, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's.
But,
shout out Mariana's episode. That was a goddamn good one.
I'm gonna piggyback off of that and say. Also, Mariana's episode, we were talking about B12.
Oh, yeah.
But really, freaking Bernie's episode, he's like, my Black Panther never died.
Iconic. That's one of our most fucking viewed clips on TikTok right now. Because
I say that randomly all the time. Like, my Black Panther never died.
Niggas. And then the fucking hands.
Yeah. They turned that into a damn meme.
It's literally a meme in the group chat now. Fucking, this is him just.
Shit, I think that's the most watched episode.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like that's what happens. I feel like I don't know, like with the people who I feel we're closer to. I feel like I don't know like I was so surprised that not surprised, but like that episode went up so fast. Like I was like, damn, like fucking because any of the episode went up fast. KK's went up fast, but then when Burns went up fast too, I was like, damn, like people like. I don't know. I feel like this is like Bernie. People who know us, you know. Like I feel like that's super cool because you know I feel like on our most like viral shits, like it's niggas who don't even know us at all, and that's cool. I respect the support from strangers, but it's just like I see views from niggas that we know, and it's like, oh, so you know, most of these actual like you know clicks and you know shit are from niggas who we don't know. You know, I don't know. I think that's cool. I like people. You know.
Well, they always say that people that you don't know support you more than. People that do, which is true.
But I support niggas who goddamn know us too. I mean, honestly, me personally, when I'm scrolling on TikTok and I see a face I know, I'm liking it automatically. I don't care what you're posting. I'm liking it because I know what it's like to be out there trying to goddamn post and get your goddamn likes and follows. And I'm gonna watch the whole video. Maybe sometimes I just click on
sometimes like.
But if I got the time, you know. I might watch it on a video because it's like, why not? Like, me liking your video is not gonna fucking hurt anything at all.
Yeah,
like,
it'll help.
I'm not gonna get less views because I liked your video. That's crazy.
I like Jesus episode too.
Jesus one.
That was probably our longest episode.
That was another one.
I don't even think I've watched that episode yet. Yeah, I don't think I've watched it yet.
That was another one of our most watched episodes and fucking clips we had.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
The Mount Shasta and the fucking mummy lady.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was crazy. Mm-hmm. She's a nut. I watched that documentary. It's crazy. I was like, okay, girl, do what you do. But yeah, we've had a lot of good moments, you know.
A lot of good motherfucking moments.
But it's been fun.
And I don't know, that T's episode felt like extra special because like it like came out of friggin' because like two motherfuckers had like canceled on us, and then he was like, hey, guess what, brother? I'm gonna be in town soon.
I forgot about that. And I was like, I was all dressed up for the Halloween episode, and I was like, oh, okay.
But I don't know. I feel like I don't know. This is an unscripted segment, you know. What do you feel like you've learned from being on the podcast? You know, after doing this for a whole entire year, do you feel any kind of different, or do you feel, you know, what's some of the positives you feel like came out of doing this podcast for
exercising
the whole year we've been doing it? Exercising?
Yeah, because as soon as I saw myself on screen, I was like, that's how you look. That's not how I look in the mirror. But I was like, oh, this is the mirror. This is the mirror.
Yeah.
It was specifically Antion's episode. I was like, wait, what the fuck? And I was like, yeah, I gotta do something. Mm-hmm. But you know.
But I mean, it's been work. 'Cause I mean, like I was looking at one of the episodes and looking at one of the recent ones, and I was like, you look totally different between like these two. Like,
yeah,
definitely.
I was like, wow.
And I feel that's also like cool because it's kind of like a video progress of your documentary, like because like it's pretty much you see a video of yourself every week, 2 weeks. You know, you're seeing literally this is how you look.
And then even if I don't see the actual episode, I'm seeing the clips.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I was like, wow, freaking doing the damn thing. And I feel like it's just made me more confident in myself, I guess, because I'm like putting myself out there, you know. Because when you asked me, I was like, I'm scared. Mm-hmm. But I told myself at the beginning of last year, it's like, if somebody asks you to do something and you're scared, just do it anyway. Yeah. That's why it's like,
life is scary.
I was like, okay, I'll do it. And it gives me an excuse to dress up for no reason.
Yeah, I feel like, cool. I don't know, it's nice to have kind of like something, not like a schedule, but like, you know, it's something that you know consistent. You're gonna do. You know, it's like I know I have to be responsible for a certain amount of time, you know, and I feel like that's a lot of motherfuckers feel like, I don't know, they just don't be doing shit, and it's like
that's very true.
I don't mean like talk shit about nobody, but I don't know, I just feel like I don't know, I can't imagine just doing nothing. Like I don't know.
I feel guilty when I don't be doing nothing.
Yeah,
sometimes
I like to. Because sometimes you do gotta rest.
But around 4 p.m. lately, I've been like, I'm gonna take a nap.
Well, I'll be working around 4 p.m. So.
You said what?
I'll be working around 4 p.m.
Well, not on your days off.
Yeah, today I found 4 p.m. My shirt was goddamn sleepy as a beepy.
Yeah. I don't know what it is specifically. It's like lately between 4 and 5 o'clock, I've been so sleepy. I'm just like... But I guess I didn't wake up early today.
Beepy, yeah.
I woke up at like 9:15. But what have you learned or, Well, I guess you were saying it and we kind of,
I don't know. I mean, I feel like my communication skills, like, I don't know. Excuse me. Shit. I need burp. Yes, excuse me.
Like your speech?
Yeah, because watching the earlier episodes, I would be like, don't like that. I don't like that. I say like so much. It's like, why are you always saying that?
Sure, I say freaking a lot.
Freaking. I feel like it's very, I don't know, helpful to literally watch yourself do stuff because you can see stuff that you do and you don't like, and you can actually be like, okay, I'm going to not say like so much. I'm going to try to stammer a little bit less when I goddamn say stuff. I feel like now I kind of will take my time saying stuff now, as opposed to, I don't know, I talk super like fast. And it's funny because at work, they were talking about how when you get licensed for like the up north states, that's just how people talk. Everybody, they talk fast. So you have to get used to goddamn niggas talking fast. And I mean, that would be cool if I was able to like enunciate and talk clearly. Yeah. But freaking, I talk fast and I might mumble a little bit. I blame my granddad. He used to talk like that. He goddamn, he used to just have a little, he used to just goddamn come out of his fucking mouth. But I feel like now I'm more intentional about the way that I say words now. Like I might specifically slow down to say a word. Yeah. And I might sound like I'm struggling, but it's better than me just not being able to say the word at all. Like, yeah. And yeah, I feel like I'm more conscious about the way that I speak now. Because it's almost my job now to goddamn speak. So I need to be able to like, there'd be moments where I'd be like, this would be a good clip if I said this coherently. But like I had word soup and I would repeat like a certain like part of the phrase a certain times, and it was just like, this would be a great clip if I just said it all in one take, but now it's fucked up, so I'm just gonna freaking not make the clip that I wanted it to be. But now maybe I'm very do it anyway. Maybe and I'll probably start doing that now. But I just feel like now I'm super intentional about like, okay, I'm going to try to say things clearly on purpose because I'm not just saying stuff. I'm saying stuff for niggas to understand me, and so I gotta try harder now. Yeah,
that's good. Well,
bed cam. Sorry.
Oh my god. But anyway,
shout out to Sabrina Carpenter.
That was cool. Reminiscing. That's so funny. Her and Barry Keoghan used to date.
Interesting.
I think it was PR though. I don't think they're really dating. But I guess that could have been a conspiracy theory. But we're not doing that today. We're doing we're doing facts.
That is one of our OG segments, though. Shout out everybody listening to our conspiracy theories. Shit. What's one of your favorite conspiracy theories? Since we're just going back a little bit. We've had a lot of
that I've already said.
Yeah, just one of the ones that we've done.
That Stevie Wonder's not really blind.
How funny would that be, though? Like he's like, I was kidding the whole time. Yeah, I actually can't.
It's just a gimmick.
And your fit is whack.
He's him and Michael Jackson are cousins.
Interesting.
I don't know how but I didn't look up.
But it's true though. I believe.
I don't know if it's by marriage or like by blood.
Yeah,
but
I believe you. I think my favorite one is probably the bees are not real. I thought
you were gonna say the birds.
Freaking both of them really goddamn birds. They kind of relate. Goddamn birds not real, fair. Bees not real. The bees being not real is part 2 of goddamn birds not being real. Yeah,
I think they're real.
In my younger days, I've been stung by a bee. Mm-hmm. Wasn't fun, guys. Don't get stung by a bee, and don't get stung by a bee in the ear either. That's probably the least fun place to get stung besides like your dick or balls. Oh my god, watching Naked and Afraid. Oh my god, I'm like, I wouldn't do a show because what do you mean to take my gooch?
Would you do the ones with when it's cold? They don't have bugs.
I would rather do one when it's cold than, because I can't do bugs. I really cannot do bugs. It's gonna fuck me up. So if you want Nick and Afraid in the tropics,
people, they're like, I'm having an allergic reaction. All these bugs are. There's like,
you see like the skin is like raised because our little fucking bumps. Like, nah, miss me with that.
Heck yeah.
But oh shit.
Yeah, we're supposed to do facts.
Yeah.
I was trying to segue into that. You said, well, what's your favorite conspiracy theory?
Yeah, because we reminiscing, y'all.
Yeah. But, well, I guess the next segment is facts, you know.
Facty wacties.
Do you have one, or do you want me to go first?
I got a fact.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a fun fact or not.
Well, the segment is just called facts.
Yeah, it's I wrote the wrong thing on the screen.
Oh my god!
But no, I know what I'm doing. No, because I wrote down something about Picasso, but that was when I was kind of dark. So I was like, actually, I'm gonna do a different fact. It's about a different guy. Maybe you know him. His name is Michelangelo. You know, but not the one you're thinking of. It's actually a different famous artist named Michelangelo, but they called him Caravaggio instead. He did a bunch of like religious work, you know.
Sounds like something they mentioned on The Sopranos.
Caravaggio, he was Italian, so I mean, but there was a bunch of shit he did. He did a lot of work for the Catholic. I mean, he's just a church. I mean, he did a lot of religious artwork he did. But he actually used to use like prostitutes as his like model and stuff. He'd like, you know, have a prostitute and then he'd do the stuff and then he'd be like, also like, can I like paint you real quick? And they'd be like,
I guess.
Sure, you got some more money, nigga? And then he'd pay them and then he'd paint them up. And the church like commissioned him to do a painting of like the Virgin Mary, and he did. However, he used a locally famous prostitute as the reference image for the Virgin Mary, and people were like,
they recognize her body.
ain't that a SW as the Virgin Mary? We don't like that. And they were very unhappy, but they couldn't do shit because goddamn, it
already
looked good.
Painted it.
Yeah, exactly.
What's he gonna do? Erase it?
And that's my freaking fun fact. That one time Caravaggio used the goddamn prostitute as the reference for the Virgin Mary, and he gave it to the church, and it hung up in a church for a long time.
Well, they're like, you like,
but it looked good though. So goddamn, they was like,
yeah.
Well, I know who that is, but also why? Why do you know who that is?
Yeah.
You seen it before?
That's a more important question.
Where you seen that? Yeah. All right, yeah, exactly. Shut the fuck up then. Here's your Virgin Mary.
Jesus. Well,
what about you? What's your fact?
My fun fact is that in 2003, they came out with, you know how Monopoly has like different versions of it?
So they got a Ghettopoly.
Yeah. Well, someone made a Ghettopoly.
Did Hasbro okay that?
No, actually they didn't. They sued them. It was made by an Asian man, and I was like, oh,
that's actually crazy. Maybe if it was a nigga who made it, you know, I was like, all right, I get you that. But you're telling me an Asian man made Ghettopoly?
But the pieces, you know how Monopoly has the thumb, whatever, in the dog.
Yeah.
They had card. Yeah, they had a pimp cup.
Not a chalice.
A 40.
Oh, shout out old English.
A crack pipe.
A crack pipe is crazy.
A basketball, a marijuana leaf, an AK-47.
An AK-47?
And a hoe.
I feel like, what is a hoe?
A hoe, a sex worker.
Like, how do I know it's a hoe?
I don't know. Maybe how she's dressed. I don't
maybe it's a young lady. Like,
it says hoe specifically.
Is that in the rule book? It says a hoe?
Yes. And then they have, instead of jail, they have the hood. The properties include liquor stores, pawn shops, and CD businesses instead of like, you know, Times Square or whatever.
Ridiculous.
The hell.
There's no.
And they sold it.
There's no boardwalk or a park place.
No. They sold it at Urban Outfitters actually, and they were upset. People were like, what the fuck? And one of the locations is Smitty's Peep Show in the liquor store. And somebody could rob you.
Wow. Somebody can rob you.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, I landed on your property instead of me paying you. Put your fucking hands up, bitch boy.
Yeah. But I think the guy's name, it says his name was David Chang. And Hasbro sued him.
They're David Chang, you know you're wrong.
They're like, look, you're being ridiculous.
You know you're wrong.
But honestly, I would play it. But I'm black, so that's fair. That's fair. If a black person made it, I'd be like, okay. But you're not black at all, so it's kind of like
disgusting.
Why? But yeah, that's my fact.
Facts are fun.
You can buy it online still, I think.
Ghettopoly. Shout out David Chang. Know the fuck your name is. David Chang, Mr. Chang, Changalang.
Not Changalang.
Thanks for being here after a year. You know, we're gonna celebrate
the big one.
We're gonna celebrate by taking some shots, doing some crack. You know, all the good stuff. You know. But, like, you know, only once, though. Like,
I didn't know there's crack here.
Sorry.
I'm violating my probation right now.
Puts me in a drink, so you definitely violated it already.
Well,
I won't tell you P.O.
Okay. Well, this is on camera, so.
Well, I'll just block them from the post so they can't see it.
Okay. Like, they can't. Okay.
I'll block the Richmond County Facebook page, too, so nobody can see anything. But, anyway. So, you know, it's been a long year, you know. And
365 days. I was going to say 265 days. But
I guess we got to end it eventually. But before we end anything, you know, we got to know what you've been fucking with. Because we can't let you leave here without knowing what the fuck we've been fucking with. That's ridiculous. Very. So, I'll let you start first. What you been fucking with?
I've been fucking with the show called Killer Cases. Cause usually when they have like true crime shows, they focus on like the actual crime and the build up to it, but they kind of focus on the court case.
Killer Cases.
What?
Killer Cases.
Yeah, but it focuses mostly on the courtroom and what happens in there, and I think that's pretty interesting. You know,
that's cool. Some of my favorite episodes of Law and Order are the ones where they be in the case. You know, because you know sometimes it's about them catching the killer, and sometimes they're in the courtroom like, "Well, I didn't do that. She was a whore. She said she wanted it." Look at the text messages.
That's how it be going. But yeah, I like that. It's cool. Actually, Keisha put it on, or one of her clients put it on. And I was like, "Oh, this
shout
is
out Keisha. You always liking the stuff on TikTok. We fuck with that."
But what have you been fucking with? Oh. Maybe you don't need any more shots. I'll take them myself.
What have I been fucking with? Yo mama. Oh. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
What I've been fucking with? My car. I've been driving around, you know. I bought that motherfucker, so I've been fucking with it, you know. And it's good on goddamn gas. Let me tell you something. I got gas like 4 weeks ago. Maybe 3 weeks ago. It was 3 weeks ago, at least.
It was 2 weeks ago.
It was 3 weeks ago.
I don't think so.
It was definitely 3 weeks ago.
Okay, well, fine.
But my gas is only on half a tank now. And that's only because I drive to the movies, which is kind of far, you know. But if I was driving to the movies, I'd probably have much more gas right now. But it's not about that, you know. But yeah, man, my car is good on gas. It's super spacious, you know. I got a TV screen in the side, so if you want to watch Hulu while you're driving, you can't. But the passenger can watch Hulu, but you're unable to do that. Shit. I don't know what to say. I got a sunroof in that bitch. If you want to jump out that bitch while you're driving, you probably can, but you probably shouldn't because that's not healthy dangerous. Or whatever. But you could if you wanted to. Dual pane panoramic because, you know, type shit, you know. I don't want no single pane sunroof. I'm a dual pane type of nigga. Like 2 panes, like 2 chains.
2 chains.
Shout out Titty Boy. Shout out Titties. But yeah, my thing is my car, you know, it's super cool, you know. You might see me around town riding around. If you see me, I'm going to put a sticker on the side of it. It's going to say the Living Room Podcast. So if you see me out in public, you know what I'm saying? Give me a little bonk, bonk.
QR code on it.
Exactly. Yes, because fucking I saw niggas at the goddamn Black Effect Podcast having. I'm going to put a QR code for the motherfucking podcast on the fucking side of the motherfucking vehicle. So when you guys are like, oh, it's a cool looking car, I'm gonna take a picture of it. It's gonna automatically bring you to our YouTube channel and give us a follow, because we still want to get to 100 before Juneteenth, which is pretty soon. So we're halfway there. Help a nigga get there. Help nigga get there. Help nigga get there. Help nigga get there.
Well,
help nigga get there.
That's the end of the show,
Help us get there.
The end of the season.
100 followers.
You heard him.
It's not that many followers, bro.
Because I think this will come out, like a week before Juneteenth?
We get more views than that on TikTok every day. Just click the link in the bio. Go to YouTube. But I guess if you're watching this, you're already on YouTube. So shout out to you for
or you can listen to it on,
Oh my God, yes, if you're on Apple Music or Spotify.
Did you forget?
You should totally be following us on YouTube too, because guess what? We have fucking a video set too. You can see goddamn Luffy here being cool as shit, which is gifted by my main man, Lemmy. Goddamn, you can see the goddamn cool friggin' bus that my homie KK made for us. These are cool as shit. We got some fucking flowers. We got this fucking rose quartz die that I bought from Etsy that broke immediately. Like, maybe it's just immediately shitty. It broke. Like the day I got that bitch broke immediately. It looks cool, but if you buy the, I don't know what you can call it, the rose quartz die on Etsy, and the option that comes for the necklace, just don't buy a necklace. It broke literally immediately. It was really crazy. But you could see it if you are on YouTube and not, Apple Music. But if you are on Apple Music or Spotify or fucking iHeartRadio, thanks for being there, dude. Or Amazon. We're on Audible too, dude. That's crazy. Our voices have been on Audible for a year. We're on the same platform as, like, I don't know.
You're on Audible?
Yeah.
I guess they do put their podcast on Audible.
We on Audible.
Let's wrap it up.
I'm wrapped up, baby. You always got to wrap it up, because, you know what I'm saying, you never know what can happen. You get the baby or STD, so you got to wrap it up all the time.
Or both.
You can get both at the same. Imagine getting a baby and STD at the same time.
Yeah.
But anyway, thanks for coming. Hope you did it in a condom. I don't know.
Like, comment, subscribe. Look on our TikTok, if you want more short form content.
We've been going up on TikTok lately, so we super appreciate y'all on the goddamn TikTok appy.
Shout out to Hazel for, coming in the frame sometimes. She's taking a nap though. Hey.
That nigga sleeping. Even though she tried to murder some bunnies, but that's okay. That's for another day.
Why would you have to bring that up?
Bunny murderer. Yeah.
Well, she didn't.
It's funny because she lived back like for real. That was unnecessary. It happened.
Yeah, we'll see you guys. I don't know. I guess we're not going to take a break. Are we going to do another episode in 2 weeks?
Shout out to Livin Rumors. I mean, she might have a live stream or something for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Might do something a little different for y'all. Or Earth, motherfucking. Because our first episode was on Juneteenth. So, we might
do an anniversary.
Do next episode.
Special or something.
It'd be like, it's a performance for y'all.
Anyway, see you guys.
Shout out
next
to
time.
the Livin.